CA, ACCA, CFA, Financial Manager, Auditor. I'm sure you've heard about all these amazing careers before, but have you ever heard them from the actual professionals themselves? Have you?
Well, this is the series for you, Meet the Pros, where we have real conversations with real professionals. No fluff, just the truth. If you're not subscribed yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button and join the journey.
First guest is a child accountant by profession and a lecturer here at NUSTAS, none other than Mr. Simeon. Let's get started.
What do you mean by say it just takes 7 years?
Great, yeah.
Well, for some people it might be 7 years, but for others it might be longer than that. It depends on your commitment from the beginning. But obviously, if life does happen from time to time, and it might not be 7 years. I do have friends who took longer than 7 years to qualify as chartered accountants. It doesn't make them less of chartered accountants, but obviously it just depicts the perseverance that they had to endure to get to the destination. Well, a chartered accountant is an accountant to start with, but I like to refer to the chartered accountant as the diamond of accountants. So this is really an individual who has gone through the rigorous process in terms of technical training, in terms of technical studies, and even in terms of the professional training. And that sort of sets them apart from any other accountant, because they really get to understand what their role is in society and what role they play in terms of providing a service, not only for the purpose of their income, but also for the purpose of rather making an impact in society. Yeah. So really, a chartered accountant really is an individual who has gone through that rigorous process in terms of technical training and professional training for me. Transitioning from a bachelor to the CA, because for me, I started with the UNAM Bachelor's Honors, 4 years degree. By that time, we did not have the CA route in Namibia. I think it was in my third year that UNAM introduced the CA program. Now the question was, do I pack the general program and just switch to the CA program? And after contemplating, I decided no, doesn't make sense. I almost have this qualification in hand, just 1 more year left. It doesn't make sense then for me to go start over for a 3-year. So I decided then to just complete the bachelor's degree. But then when I had to go do bridging in South Africa, that is when reality really kicked in to say, yeah, the comparison between the general accounting and the CA program, the gap is just too big. So that transition for me was quite painful. Yeah, so for me that was really the main issue. Absolutely not. So there are multiple ways, and that obviously speaks to the flexibility of the qualification. So you can either immediately directly go into the CA route, or you can then pursue the general route. Obviously, do your 4 years or 3 years, depending on the university, and then do the bridging to then pursue your CA qualification. Yeah. Transformational. Studying never stops. So even the regulating body, which in our case, obviously the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Namibia, they also require you on an annual basis to declare your CPD. So learning continues even post-qualifying, and even when you are in the auditing firms. So the auditing firms even have platforms where you can access your CPD in terms of they call it e-learnings or whatever they call them. It's quite painful really but also at the same time quite fulfilling, because then obviously you know that you are always relevant. That is the best part. And also gives you a sense of what's the word? A sense of, I want to say independence. Not really. That's not really the word I'm looking for. I think courage, when you're sitting in front of people, because you know that you are speaking about something that you are really that you really understand, and that you took time even to upskill yourself, even post qualifying or even post studying the technical content. So even up to today, I still go back to some e-phrases to just upskill myself, to just see where am I and what has changed, so that I am obviously on par with the latest developments.
Okay, cool. And then the final question.
It is not an easy journey. It's one which is quite painful, but at the same time, it's very rewarding. Rewarding in terms of the flexibility that comes with you having the qualification, and also rewarding financially, because I think that is the main concern for everybody. So I would say they must not go into the career with the mindset of you just want to become a chartered accountant, but it should be something that is really passion driven. Because if you do not have passion for to become a CA, then when things get difficult, it's going to be very challenging then for you to navigate your way through. Because I think for most of us, what saw us through those difficult moments when the modules were getting tough, when the assessments were not reflecting the marks that we want them to reflect, it's really the passion that we have for accounting as a profession. So my advice to them is, first, you must have a passion for accounting. Then you can then follow the accounting profession.
You see that? Real conversations with real professionals. If you're not subscribed yet, what are you doing?